Billin of Town Murph.
Top Billin villains.
Remember, if it's not BetUS TV, it's not for me. Hey, yo, a little housekeeping here. Remember, patreon.com/topbillin to get the full unedited videos that you know I have to chop up. If it hits YouTube, they're going to content ID claim this bad boy. I've had to chop out as many as 10 segments in one video before. So patreon.com/topbillin. You want to get that. I'll have some original content as well starting in May. And we're going to do it like that, man. May even get with some of the fans in chat. We can do the damn thing. So let me know what's going on with that. But yo, your Seattle Seahawks, right? It amazes me. John Schneider, right? John Schneider be on his sniper game for sure. A lot of people doubt him. I always think it's kind of crazy. Just me being a neutral observer, right? Paying respects around the league to some of the GMs that I think is just absolutely incredible. First and foremost, my man Eric DeCosta with the Baltimore Ravens. You know how I feel about that guy. Every dollar counts. EDC is the absolute truth. We've known that ever since he's taken over from my man Ozzie Newsome. Mickey Loomis with the New Orleans Saints has put together, to me, a winning program for a long time. Post Drew Brees, we see, you know what I'm saying, maybe not as dope, but I have complete confidence in somebody like Mickey Loomis to right that ship. No doubt about that. The best in the business, obviously, Howie Roseman with the Philadelphia Eagles. We don't even have to go into that much. But, man, John Schneider, how can you doubt this guy? Look, another draft right now. We always say with these drafts, like, oh, man, you nailed it, you killed it and all that. We don't know. We need 2, 3, 4 complete seasons to really know what's going on. But from meets the eye, you can tell he filled a ton of needs with a ton of talented players. And I can see the explosive athleticism being infused into the Seattle Seahawks there, right? Whether it be on the defensive side of the ball with somebody like Nick Emenwari, whether it be on the offensive side of the ball with someone like Jalen Milroe, right? A very exciting player right there in Jalen Milroe. But, man, Elijah Arroyo, tight end out of Miami, who I'm going to break down a little bit right here, really show his athleticism, his hands, route running. You can tell he's probably kind of raw, but he's just a freakish athlete, man. He's one of these guys I think can make a significant impact. It's funny. He reminds me of Noah Fant. Maybe even a little bit more agile than Noah Fant, but definitely that blazing speed it seems like he would have there, and used a lot like you would expect somebody like him to be used, especially at the University of Miami. We see it right here. My man in the slot, right? They used to run these seams for him. I just want you to check this drawing out right here in this slot. Be able to contort your body like this. Look, passes behind him. Now, we've seen some Seattle Seahawks players in the past, right, not have the requisite arms, right? The arms being able to be outstretched so you can catch a football. But one thing to be able to be a hands catcher is another thing to be able to just be a natural catcher of the football, period. And this pass is behind him. So he's going in one direction, and this bad one direction. Right? I know some of you dudes know about that right there. One direction, and then he's able to contort his body right there, spin around and catch that bad boy, and take one to the knees almost. Man, I hate those hits, man. So freaking scary, man, to be involved in them shits. But you see right here, man, look at this catch. Oh, my goodness. I had to open up with that bad boy right there when I saw that shit. I'm like, oh, man, Elijah Arroyo is working with some shit, right? I just know this segment is going to get claimed by YouTube or by ESPN or whomever is the one with this original content, right? So we have to break it down like this. We had to do what we had to do, right? They're claiming the All-22 stuff, so I know they're going to claim actual broadcast footage, but I have to show this bad boy in HD right here because you talk about speed. I believe he ran maybe a sub 4.7, like barely a sub 4.7. I don't care about that shit, right? I care about what I see on the field. And my man right here with another seam joint right here. And then look at the throw, the anticipatory throw by Cam Ward right here. My man came out the line of scrimmage, Jacob. Then look at him. Come on. He's picking them up and putting them down. He's running away from DBs right there. 4.69, 40 or whatever. Look at that. That was a timing play. Oh, my God. You come off the line of scrimmage right? Almost like you may be on the block mode or maybe you're not involved in the play. Just look at how he varies the rhythm on it. I'll go back to it there, but you can see, yeah, come on now. You can't tell me this kid is not running his ass off right there. You can see right here, you come off the line of scrimmage, you vary the rhythm of it, right? They kind of lull the defense to sleep. They're like, oh, man, he might not be getting the ball. You see that? He's like jogging off the line of scrimmage here. Jogging off the line of scrimmage, and then he puts it in. Whack. Look, my God. That one right there, right? It's like, think about it. The ball's already in the air. You have to turn. Look, ball's already in the air. He just to turn and locate that bad boy. He don't even know if he's getting the ball. And then bang, able to corral that bad boy. And then look, you know what I'm saying, 88 and out the gate with it. You got a guy who could possibly have an angle on him depending on what's going on right there. But he's able to outrun that shit, keep that distance. He didn't gain anything on him. This kid can run, man. 4.69 or not, he can run. This kid is a move tight end through and through. He's the second tight end in the game where you can leave him flexed off the line of scrimmage. Obviously, you have to play attached on the line of scrimmage as well there, but usually you want him to be the guy that's going to catch the football, if anything, there. I love the way A.J. Barner played last year. I could see Elijah Arroyo kind of forcing Noah Fant off the roster. I don't know what the money implications are surrounding that, but man, if you get this guy wheeled up the field like this with A.J. Barner in the game, A.J. Barner can block. He's a good red zone target. I think he's a pretty good tight end, just period. So he can end up being your top tight end. You have two young tight ends like that in the game. Maybe Noah Fant can fetch you, I don't know, some picks or something like that, or get rid of his money on the books there. But look at this guy getting wheeled in. Good concentration right there. Almost a good recovery by the defender here. Did he get something on it? He may have touched it right there, but man, good concentration to get that bad boy on the deflection or the carom here. Let's see. Yeah, I like this, man. I like this a lot for you guys right there. You need to get some explosive players for the Seattle Seahawks. A lot of underneath threats, right? Cooper Kupp, we know he's going to destroy people underneath. Same thing with Jackson Smith and Jigba, although I think he can be very explosive after the catch as well. Marquez Valdez-Scantling can run, of course. And we know if they were, you know what I mean, if they were to use Jalen Milroe in a certain fashion, he would be super explosive. The running back's pretty explosive. Adding in a guy like this, right, he can be very explosive. As far as his route running goes, I noticed that they gave him a limited number of routes, but he ran them pretty much to perfection. So being able to perfect something, all right, or being able to be great at a few things rather than being good at a whole bunch of different things, or being average at a whole bunch of different things. So the stop route, right, one of them ones right there where he was able to really work those hitches and then work yards after the catch, right? He's going to be murder after the catch. He has great contact balance, almost like a running back, right? Look at this right here. DB's trying to get him. He's going to step out of that, right? He's stepping out on you, right? Like a bad wife. He's stepping out on your tackles right here. Look at this. Hitch. Give him the ball right a little bit, bro. A Connecticut hitch, a kinetic hitch, not a Connecticut one, a kinetic hitch, being able to be in motion a little bit more with it. And then you see right there, DB trying to ankle pick. He's able to kind of stay on his feet a little bit more and leap for some more yardage right there. Then you combine that with this one. He gave you the hitch. Now he's going to give you the whip route. So it's going to initially look like a hitch, and obviously you come up out of that in the transition. Sink those hips, get it, and then look at him stepping out once again on the tackle, getting some extra yardage. This kid is one of the rare cats that's coming out of college that I can't say that I know a ton about. It looks like he was a one-year wonder. That's probably why I didn't hear much about him before this season to begin with there. But not knowing him as far as my college and high school background, covering those guys and covering them for Rivals.com. So he wasn't on the radar right there. I believe he might be from Texas, right? Somewhere out in Texas there. But, man, he's got some nice sauce to his game, right? I like the route running. I'll show you even some routes that he didn't get the ball. Look at that. Sink those hips, come up out of it. They definitely need to keep that in his arsenal right there. He runs that route really well, and they ran it a ton with him. Picks, predictions, analysis. That's what you're going to get from BetUS TV. I've been tapped into those guys' shows, been checking them out, especially for my beloved combat sports. And it's a huge combat sports weekend. Man, we're talking about that Ryan Garcia card where he's going against Rolly Romero. We also have Teofimo Lopez fighting Arnold Barbosa. And we have Devin Haney back fighting Jose Ramirez. Very interested in that Haney fight to see how he comes back after that loss to Ryan Garcia. Him fighting Jose Ramirez is crazy to me. It's a dangerous fight to come back to after a fight like that, but I think Devin Haney is still that dude, and we will see what's going on right there. But I saw plus 2,000 on Jose Ramirez to win by decision or technical decision, plus 1,200 for him to win by KO, TKO, or DQ as well. I don't think it'll happen. But man, I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be mad at somebody for laying that down right there. So let me know what you think about that, man. Make sure you get on that card. You have Canelo fighting William Skull as well. Naoya Inoue fighting this weekend. Is one of the best combat sports weekends you can think of. All right, let's get it. BetUS TV. Look at him freeze the DB right here on this post route. This joint right here was nasty. He creased him, right? He just got saucy with it. Look at this. Oh, right on that transition. Jocko. Pluck that bad boy touchdown. Look at this right here. It's from your tight end. You move tight end. You see him playing in the slot, the tight slot right there. All right, look at the DB. You're in a 50-50 even exchange situation. And my man is making you to commit to a side because he's sticking that foot in the ground on the transition there. Look at that. You see the skip into it, right? Almost like a hop into the transition right there in really good rhythm. Look at this. Bang. My man was reach. If you reach, I teach you, right? When you're reaching, that means you're not transitioning and flipping your hips fast enough. And look at the early pandemic separation right there. Look at that. Social distancing measures have been practiced. Look at that. You see it from right here as far as the plucking it out the sky. Tight, strong vice grip hands. There you go. Finish on your feet. My man right here almost got fertilized, right? Almost got fertilized. The man is still right there. What are we doing here? As far as his blocking goes, I think he needs improvement. You can tell he's physical, though, and he will engage. So he gets with a good tight end coach. They really hone that, right? You get a lot of the blockers. Of course, offensive line coaches will be able to help with that. My man right here, you can see on his draw play, boom, right there. You can see the physicality of it. Some of it I don't like right here, right? You'll see him put his head down here. You kind of want to see what you're blocking, right? You want to be able to get that base, right? Good base width, but keep that head up, hands on the inside, and be ready for the second go round of it, right? The counter right there, boom. It's a meeting of the minds. Then you want to be able to quickly gather and collect your thoughts, right? You don't want to have your man be able to go around it right here. But if anything, this is kind of an influence block because it is a draw play there. But you can kind of see the physicality right there, getting the extension right there. But if that were pass protection, and you can see right there, he didn't mean to do that because he quickly then starts to hold a little bit, right? So that wasn't something he was trying to do there. Boom. See that running back right there, too. We'll get to him one day. We'll get to him soon. Good football intelligence on this one. Originally an over route. You get the scramble drill by your man Cam Ward here, and he's able to find kind of a soft spot in the zone. Does the damn thing. Check him out on the pull here. Looked like it was going to be quick game. Cam changing through his progressions, and then Yakum. After he changed through them bad boys, your man had definitely enough time to sit in the zone. See if we can find him. Yeah, you saw him right here. He'll reappear. Perfect, right? And hands catch, right? Not having to catch a lot with his hands. Ball away from him, target. Look at that. And he's going in a different direction, too, showing that hand, showing off those hands. Fully extended. Boom. Of course, the first man's not going to tackle him. Bang! Right there, right? He's lunching, right, with no meat. He's lunching with no meat. He's on a trip with no luggage. Bang, right there. He's done for. Lucky his homeboy came. He's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling on his feet. He's out on his feet. Yeah, so you get the gist of your man Elijah Arroyo here. That is a good ad for those guys in the second round. So being able to infuse that, man, I don't know what that means for Noah Fant, right? I can't front. I would thought that Noah Fant by now would have been killing it. He has all the tools to do it. Great size, great speed and athleticism, great burst. He has pretty good hands. Runs pretty good routes, but I don't know. For some reason, man, he can't put it all together. He's not getting in the end zone or anything. So maybe it's time for Noah Fant to find another team. And you got a guy right here, very much like a Noah Fant, but very much like I hate to compare this one because people are going to think about it as far as the college teams goes. But there's a lot of stuff I used to see from my man Kellen Winslow, right? Before he became an extreme pervert, right, in his later years there. But that man was doing a lot of the same shit with the hands catching and the power to run after the catch, and some of that breakaway speed too. So if y'all can remember Kellen Winslow, I think that's a pretty good comp for him. So let me know what you think about your man Elijah Arroyo. Make sure you're getting over to patreon.com/topbillin to get these full unedited videos from your boy Murph over here. Man. Big salute to all my top billing villains. Much love to all my villains, of course, as always, and much love to BetUS TV. Let's go. We'll have a lot more.
Top billing of Town Murph.